Het is onderhand een welbekend probleem, het woningtekort in Nederland. Van gezinswoningen tot aan studentenkamers, er is niet genoeg. Is er voor de buitenlandse studenten wel genoeg begeleiding of moeten de instanties kritischer naar zichzelf gaan kijken?
So the way it works is you pay the VU a deposit of €500. It puts your name on a list for potential housing. So then by paying the VU that money, you have access to like room NL and that kind of stuff. And you have a higher priority. So I lived at Steeden last year in that room. And it was, a kind of crappy situation. One of my roommates loved to party. And so he threw a bunch of parties in the middle of lockdown, which sucked. And then when restrictions started to loosen, more parties started to happen. And I felt safer, so I started going to parties. At a party in my building, I was assaulted. When I confronted the person who assaulted me, it turned into a big mess. I didn't feel safe, and I was really anxious for pretty much the rest of my time at Steden, so I decided to start looking for new apartments.
Rebecca heeft ongeveer 8 maanden geleden de campus van Uilenstende moeten verlaten. Sinds dat moment hoopt ze van het ene hotel naar de ander. Maar wanneer ze aan de bel trok bij de universiteit, was er weinig reactie.
And I, would get in contact with my study advisors, and I'd be like, hey, I'm homeless. And they'd be like, try room.nl. It sucks. And the university basically, has told us it's not their problem. The fact that they don't have the supports in place is coming to a head with the housing crisis. But it's been a problem. The housing crisis has exacerbated it, and the university's unwillingness to acknowledge and take accountability for that part of the problem means that they're not going to take accountability for the entirety of the problem, which is a lack of student support systems, a lack of resources, and a lack of availability. The university is above capacity, and they can't take care of every student that's there and give them the individual time that they need.
Voor Rebecca is dit een lastige en stressvolle periode. Ze woont nu eenmaal in een kleine hotelkamer en heeft moeite met studeren. En de hulp, die lijkt erg ver weg.
There's no one I can say, hey, help. No one's able to help me because I'm just stuck here. And that sucks. So I really want, I want there to be a change because I love this city. I love studying here. I love my program. I'm really, really frustrated with the university, and I'm really determined to, at the very least, bring attention to it and hope something changes. They need to have, they need to support their students, and they're not living up to the expectations that I think everyone should have for their university.